Hi there. My name is Brandon and I'm with Mythos and Memoirs. Today we're going to be discussing where the idea came from. Years ago, we had a podcast where we had interviewed people who worked in different career fields that we found interesting. We had everyone from NFL players to morticians to strippers, just all of it. Anyone we didn't often interact with. In 2020, we'd interviewed a friend that I had known since high school who was a DJ on 2 local radio stations. We spent several hours discussing who he was, where he came from, how he got involved in the DJ world, experiences he had while he was doing it, and things after. It was a great conversation. Previously to that, he had been in a car accident, had several vertebrae that had to be fused together, and had general back issues from there on out. And several months after we did our interview in 2021, he ended up accidentally taking too many of his pain relief pills and passed away unexpectedly. His sister reached out to see if we had any more of the podcast or video or audio or anything that we had done with him, so we gave her everything we had, and that started the general idea for Mythos and Memoirs. While thinking about the big picture, my wife was watching videos on her phone with the kids, and her grandmother, who passed away a few years prior, was on some of the videos. And our kids, who were about 5 at that time, they could remember grandmother, but didn't really have any context for who she really was. We had a handful of videos of her talking in the background or being around during family gatherings, but nothing really of her telling her story. And that started to develop into more of a concrete idea of what I think was missing from the way that we capture these memories. I realized photography only goes so far. Often they show where someone was and who were they with, but not about who they were or what they were actually doing. There's books that people can purchase and send these stories in, but it leaves too much out in my opinion. I'd rather watch someone tell their story than read about it. That way you can hear the inflection in their voice and see them light up when they're talking about what they care about. Later, I was discussing this idea with a good friend of mine and one of my mentors, and discussing kind of the idea for what I wanted to do. And one of the conversations came up about his son, who had passed away many years ago unexpectedly from a car accident when he was 17. There are candid photos and videos, but there aren't any real videos of him talking about his life story or the things he cared about. And at that point, things really began to solidify for me. I decided we were going to open a place that could assist people with getting their stories laid out for those who love them and for the future generations to remember who a person truly was. So if this is something that interests you, please reach out to us. Let us help you capture the real history of those you love and those who love you.